Good morning, students. Today I, Padmaja Behera, PGT English from Jagran Public School, Noida, is here with a video presentation from the book Snapshots, and it is the third chapter from that particular book titled Ranga'S Marriage, written by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. Now, children, let's know more about the writer. He was born in Hosali and he passed away in Bangalore. He completed his education in the University of Madras, and for his literary skills, he has won the Gyanpith Award. Now, children, let's proceed to the next slide. I'm going to give you a brief introduction. The story revolves around Ranga, the accountant's son who went to the city to study. The narrator takes us on a journey where he changes the perception of marriage of the main protagonist, that is Ranga. The narrator successfully arranged the marriage of Ranga because he was an expert matchmaker. Last but not the least, the role of English in the village. Because not many people knew English, they used to speak the vernacular language, which was mostly understood by and spoken by the people of the village Hosali, except for the accountant's son who had money and he sent his son Ranga for further studies to Bangalore. Now let's proceed to the summary. Ranga'S Marriage is an interesting take on the story of marriage by Masti Venkatesh Iyengar. In this story, the narrator tells us about a very interesting incident from his life. It is about the village Hosali. In that village, there was a boy whose name was Ranga. The special thing about that boy is that he is the first one to go to Bangalore to learn English. Thus, upon returning, the narrator as well as the villagers wish to see him. They feel that Ranga would now be changed, but he has not undergone any kind of change. The narrator decides to marry off Ranga to a suitable girl. So we learn about how the marriage arrangement happens and what all it takes in that duration. Children, I hope you must have known about the narrator. He is a matchmaker and his name is Shyama. It is, of course, an interesting story about marriage and the lives of villagers in Hosali. Now let's understand the theme. The theme, of course, is the impact of Western culture. How the people, change when they go and study in a city and try to emulate English or use few words of English while speaking to the local people. The story also deals with the importance of the vernacular language. Children, as we proceed in the story, you can understand the misuse of the ancient science, that is astrology. The narrator, that is Syama, is proud of one's region. He is proud of being a part of Hosali. Hosali is a place to be, visited because there are mangoes which is very sharp, and also there is a type of leaf, which is very big in size. One leaf would suffice the purpose for the entire day. And this story, Ranga'S Marriage, also tells us that one should not forget one's culture. That is, if you are a Brahmin, you should put the holy thread on your chest, and you should touch the feet of elders. Now, let's sum up the story. Ranga's marriage, we learn about the beauty of a village and its customs and traditions. Plus, it highlights the struggle to preserve our culture against westernization. We should not copy the West, rather, we should be proud of our own country and our own native land. Children, we may go to the West and study, but we must always come back to our own country because we should try to develop our own country and try to imbibe all the qualities of the West. I hope all of you enjoyed watching the video. Children, I would request all of you to go through the chapter, and the PDF has all the questions and answers too for your you know for your help. It will be of great help to you if you go through all the questions, and most of the questions are of examination point of view. Thank you, children.